Hello and welcome to the Al Janoub Stadium in Qatar for the final match of the Western region in the AFC Champions League round of 16. I'm Brian Murgatroyd, and it's a really mouth-watering heavyweight clash, this one, between defending champions Al-Hilal of Saudi Arabia and the UAE's SHABAB Al-Ali. Conditions just about perfect for football this evening. Temperature in the high teens, and the pitch has been watered about 20 minutes before the scheduled start, so it should be slick for some really high quality passing. Al-Hilal come into this match off the back of finishing as runners-up in the FIFA Club World Cup in Morocco. They beat Wydad Casablanca and Flamengo of Brazil before losing out to Real Madrid. Their fans are here in numbers tonight, and no side has won the AFC Champions League more than their 4 titles. SHABAB Al-Ali are the side they're up against, and it's a really tall order for them. Al-Hilal, though, they'll be full of confidence. They're up against that SHABAB Al-Ali side, though, that's top of their own UAE Pro League. And the most interesting aspect, perhaps, of this evening's action is that SHABAB Al-Ali's coach, Leonardo Jardim, the Portuguese mastermind, he was in charge of Al-Hilal when the Saudi team lifted this title, the AFC Champions League, in Riyadh in November of 2021. They beat the Korean Republic's Pohang Steelers 2-0 in that final. Teams assembling in the tunnel along with the match officials. One thing you can say then is that Jardim knows tonight's opponents inside out. So can that help SHABAB Al-Ali, who were runners-up in this competition in 2015? Can SHABAB Al-Ali really, though, spring a surprise this evening on the defending champions? Just had a quick glimpse there of Ramon Diaz, who's at the bench already, the coach of Al-Hilal. Very experienced SHABAB Al-Ali side. 4 of the 5 players in their back line, that's the goalkeeper and the back 4, it's an average age of 35. Is that going to be a point of strength, or perhaps a point of weakness, if maybe Al-Hilal can use some pace to get in behind them? So much at stake in these round of 16 matches. They're a one-off game. Already we've had 3 sides here in the Western region over the course of the past 2 days go through to the quarter-finals. Yesterday, Al-Shabab of Saudi Arabia on this ground beat Nasaf Kashi of Uzbekistan 2-0, and Al-Duhail overcame Al Rayyan in the All-Qatar clash on penalties 7-6 after it finished 2-2. And then earlier this evening, Fulad of Iran have gone through to the quarterfinals for the very first time in their history, overcoming the Saudi side, Al Fazali. Could have had a situation if Al Fazali had won, where we'd have 3 sides from Saudi Arabia through. Could still be 2, though, of course, if Hilal make it through to join SHABAB. Tense time down in the tunnel just before the players are called forward. Nearest camera there, Majid Nasser, vastly experienced goalkeeper, 38 years young, and was part of that 2015 campaign where they just fell at the final hurdle. Did Al-Ali, as they were then, before they merged with Al-Shabab to become SHABAB Al-Ali in 2017. So the match officials and the players on their way out. It's a fantastic atmosphere here this evening. The venue by no means full, but the fans who've made their way in here tonight to a venue about 20 kilometres or so south of the very centre of Doha. They're contributing to an excellent atmosphere as the teams emerge to the AFC Champions League anthem. This should be an absolute cracker. See the Al-Hilal fans there at the top of your screen, and there in the red, Leonardo Jardim Smiles all around. You'll know so many of the players for Al Hilal. For just 90 minutes this evening, he'll be out to topple them. Let's have a look at the lineups then, and Al Hilal first. 2 changes from the side that lost to Real Madrid in the Club World Cup final on the 11th of February. Out go Gustavo Cuellar, ever present in that Club World Cup campaign, the Colombian, and Andre Carrillo, the Peruvian midfielder. In come number 9, Odion Igalo, former Watford Manchester United striker, 8 goals in 11 starts in the Saudi Professional League this season. And number 16, Nasser Al-Dosari. He's just 24, but already this is his 6th AFC Champions League competition. Here's Ramon Diaz, handshakes all round with Jardim. And the 2 captains, both keepers this evening, Abdullah Al Mayouf and Majid Nasser, and this confirmation of our match officials as well. Fu Ming from China, 40-year-old teacher, who's been on FIFA's full list since 2014. He's in charge of proceedings. Shabab Al-Ahli, 3 changes from the side that won 2-0 against Al Dhafra 6 days ago to be top of the UAE Pro League. Out are 3 young players, the Brazilian duo of centre-back Renan da Silva and attacking midfielder Yuri Cesar, plus left-back Bader Nasser. In their places come number 4, experienced UAE international defender Mohamed Mazouk, number 34, 26-year-old midfielder Harib Abdullah, who came on as a substitute against Al Dhafra, and number 9, Abdulaziz Haikal, another experienced defender. The keys, you would reckon, for Shabab Al-Ahli this evening are undoubtedly number 17, Federico Cartabia, who's got 5 goals, and he's Shabab Al-Ahli's top scorer in this edition of the AFC Champions League, and number 70, Omar Kribin, the Syrian striker, who is ex-Al Hilal. So it's almost time for all the talking to stop and the football to start. But before we do get underway, we're just going to have a moment of reflection and respect for the victims of the terrible events in Turkey and Syria. Dreadful earthquake and a humanitarian crisis there, and that will be recognised with a silence prior to this evening's kick-off. Beautifully observed by both sets of supporters. An indication of the scale of the task in front of Shabab Al-Ahli this evening. There's Omar Kribin. Is that Al Hilal have 4 starters and 4 substitutes tonight in their squad that form part of the Saudi Arabian World Cup squad here in Qatar in November and December, and 6 starters and 3 substitutes have been in AFC Champions League winning squads in both 2019 and 2021. So they know what they're doing to Al Hilal at the business end of this tournament. But this is a one-off match tonight. Can Al Shabab Al-Ahli as they are now, of course, can they upset the apple cart? Can they go through? There's only ever been one winner from the UAE of this competition. That was Alain back in 2003. So it's Shabab Al-Ahli who get us underway, playing from right to left on your screens in their traditional all-red strip. An early touch from number 7, Ahmed Nouroulier, the Iranian international, Just tripping over his own feet. Picked up on this near side by number 66, Saud Abdul Hamid, who's playing at left back. Crossed over. Yahya Al Ghassani. It's interesting to see him starting this evening, Al Ghassani. He has been used in the past, both his current club and his former club Al Wada, and also with the national team, the UAE, as an impact player coming off the bench. Abdul Hamid gets the ball into the danger area, and a shot on the turn by Igalo. Didn't catch it as he would have wanted. Aziz John Ganiev, number 6. Uzbekistan international. He'll celebrate his 25th birthday in 2 days' time. Gallo comes short to receive. Picked up again by Abdul Hamid down the line. Looking for Musa Marega. Chance to move forward now for Ali Al-Bulahi. Lively start this from Al-Hilal. Vieto. A shot from distance. Big man in the centre of the pitch there, Mohamed Kano. Favours his right foot, but didn't hit that one at all cleanly. Jang Gung-soo, playing in central defence. Vastly experienced Korea Republic international. Number 20. Mazouk, across to Walid Abbas. Those two between them, 34 and 37 respectively. So there's plenty of experience at the back for Shabab Al-Ahli tonight. Walid Abbas, not the oldest player on the pitch tonight, at 37. His goalkeeper, Majid Nasser, holds that mark. Majid Nasser, 38. He's holding off the challenge of Hassan Hamza in the Shabab Al-Ahli goal. Down the line by Nasser Al-Dosori, number 16. Marega, good battling from him. Kanu, happy to go back, and Al-Bulahi, just a little hobble from him. It's still not right, you can see, not moving all that freely. Kanu, Abdul Hamid, and in the end, Nurulahi struggling a little bit with his first error this evening. He's on the ball again now. Dinks the ball ahead, and that'll be tidied up by Jang. Well, the one thing you'll be sure of this evening is that Shabab Al-Ahli will battle. It's exactly what they've done in order to get to this stage of the competition. Well read by Mohamed Mazouk. Shabab Al-Ahli, one of only 3 sides in the 5 Western region groups to be unbeaten in the group stage. Fulad, who we mentioned earlier, have gone through this evening. Another one, and that's a shot by Vieto. Perhaps he'll feel he should have done better there. First time effort, but straight at the goalkeeper. course, Fulad and Al-Shabab are the other two unbeaten sides in the group stages. Let's have another look at that shot. He had a bit of time there, didn't he? Perhaps he'll be disappointed he didn't pick his spot to a greater degree on that occasion. Racing forward is Katabia, who's been a talisman for the side. He goes down, holding his face. Referee's assistant on that far side, waving his flag. See if we can see what happened here. Well, Khalifa Al-Dosari just getting his hand across the face or the neck of Katabia. Referee just indicating that he doesn't want the free kick taken until he blows his whistle. No card shown on that occasion. 5 players for Shabab Al-Ahli inside the area. Katabia. And headed away pretty comfortably by Saud Abdul Hamid. Katabia, as I say, a real talisman for the team. Scorer of late goals as well. You know, Shabab Al-Ahli trailed in 4 of their 6 matches in the group stages, and they got injury time equalisers in 2 of those matches, and that man there on screen got them. Walid Abbas, bit of room for him to move into. Looks for Yahya Al Ghassani. At the moment he's getting no change at all out of Saud Abdul Hamid. No nonsense clearance by Ahmed Jamil, who's playing at right back this evening. Only member of that back 5, including the goalkeeper for Shabab Al-Ahli, who's under 30. Very much a breakthrough season for him domestically. 16 starts in the UAE Pro League. Vieto as well to retain possession. Opportunity to move forward for Al-Balahi. Abdul Hamid. Good pressing at this stage from Shabab Al-Ahli. Not affording too many opportunities for space, but here's one now. Two banks of 4 and a couple of players further advanced for Shabab Al-Ahli. Vieto with a crunching challenge, and the whistle goes not, I think, for that first challenge, but maybe for the second one. Marulahi was down. He felt he was fouled. That challenge was deemed okay, I think. It was the second challenge that drew the whistle. Nasser Al-Dosari loses out. Katabia is through. Oh, good save. Abdullah Al-Mayouf. In fact, the flag was up, it wouldn't have counted. Katabia wasn't to know that, though. He was clean through on goal. Let's have another look now. Nasser Al-Dosari lost possession, and you can see that Katabia was just beyond the last defender. But he stood up well there, didn't he? Al-Mayouf. Three clean sheets for him in this AFC Champions League campaign thus far. Another vastly experienced goalkeeper at 36. Vieto forward. Attempted clearance from Mohamed Mazouk, ricochets. Good skill from Al Ghassani. He's done really well there. Disappointing pass out of defence, though. Vieto, the meat in a Shabab Al-Ali sandwich. Mohamed Mazouk comes away with the ball. Ball down the line from Yahya Al Ghassani. There's a player down for Shabab Al-Ali. It's Mohamed Mazouk, I think. Indeed it is. So we can see what happened here. It was that challenge with Vieto. This will show us in a little bit more detail. That may well have been Walid Abbas who collided. Sorts of chat going on around the Shabab Al-Ali bench while you're watching these pictures. Leonardo Jardim and his team getting into the ears of the players. There's the Shabab Al-Ali fans. Sees John Ganiev getting a few tips from his coach. Just over an hour's flight from Dubai to Doha. Those fans have come with expectations. The last few years they've been very much the Cup kings in the UAE. Shabab Al-Ali, but they're really showing good signs in the league this season. Abdul Hamid into the danger area, hooked away by Nurulahi. Ganiev. All the way back to Majid Nasser. After this evening's result, with Foulad beating Al Fazali, sides left in the competition. Rawa Red Diamonds from Japan, sitting in the final waiting. Oh, Khattabi has left it. Al Ghassani over the top. He had a lot more time there than he realised. Decided to take it first time, opening his body up, using his right foot. Clever little dummy that by Khattabi. I mean, goodness me, Yahya Al Ghassani, he really should have hit the target there. Just over 12 months ago, he made his debut at international level for his country. And scored on his debut, coming on as a substitute. He should have scored there as well, shouldn't he? Actually scored one goal in the group stages. Nurulahi back to Ganiev. Decides to switch the play to this near side. Abdulaziz Haikal. Cribben, haven't seen much of him so far. Good pressing from Shabab Al-Ali. Mohamed Mazouk bringing the ball out. The end product's not there from the veteran. Hilal supporters doing their best to get behind their team. Well, they want a penalty there. They're not going to get one. It's a well-timed tackle, at least at first sight, by Mohamed Marzouk. Jang turning away from trouble. Oh, good skill from him. Lovely stuff. Another player who's got a huge amount of experience at this level. Playing for Tokyo in the J-League and Guangzhou City in the Chinese Super League. Marega through. Igalo gets the shot in and scores! Igalo's been in fantastic form this season, and he underlines his importance to this Al Hilal side with a wonderful strike. Frustration for Majid Nasser, and after a really positive start by Shabab Al Ahli, Igalo got one sniff of goal and the ball's in the back of the net. Good work by Marega. Igalo able to turn, got away from Mohamed Marzouk and buried it in the bottom corner. Good strength. You can see from that angle, and we'll see it from this angle too, I rather fancy. Majid Nasser got his hand to the ball, but couldn't keep it out. The Hilal fans in transports of delight. Ramon Diaz, he loves it. Igalo at it again for Al Hilal. It's his third goal in this AFC Champions League campaign. And the defending champions are on the board. They lead 1-0. Well, that was clinical, wasn't it, from Igalo? Just reflect on the fact that at the other end there was an opportunity a couple of minutes earlier for Yahya Al Ghassani. He rushed it, put it over the bar. And Igalo, when he was presented with an opportunity, boy, did he take it. Now, what have Shabab Al Ahli got in response? I mentioned a little earlier that in the group stages they trailed in 4 of their 6 matches. They're trailing again now. Cribben does well to hold the ball up, but he's feeding on scraps at the moment. Good pressing by Katabia. Plenty of room for Vieto to turn. Gets the ball to Nasser Al-Dosori. As you might expect, the Al Hilal supporters at the top of your screen there, they're the ones making the noise. They certainly outnumber the Shabab Al Ahli fans to a great degree. Chance to run forward now for Kano. Lays the ball to Marega. First touch let him down there. Musa Marega, big Malian, in his second season at Al Hilal. Another player with an impressive pedigree, ex-Porto. Very composed on the ball for the most part, aren't they, Al Hilal? They've got a chance to break away on that far side now. In the end, though, the danger snuffed out. Walid Abbas in the right place at the right time. It was Khalifa Al-Dosori who was getting away on that far side. And there's Mohamed Kanu. So just about 20 minutes gone, just over. And concern etched on the face of Leonardo Jardim, the the edge of his technical area. HILAL trying to be cute with a little back heel, gets the throw. Good turn from Kribin. He's got the ball tangled under his feet though in the end. Nasser Al-Dassari goes back to his defenders, and that's nicely worked by Vieto. Well cut out by Yahya Al-Ghassani. Al-Ghassani again now. Favours his right foot, cuts back inside. Kribin attempts the little back heel through to him. Came off the chest of Marega. Mohamed Mazouk lost out in that physical battle with Igalo, which resulted in the goal. Clear misplaced pass. Mazouk does well to pick up the slack. Yahya Al-Ghassani. This is good defensive work on this side. Commentary box side, the side of the pitch at the bottom of your screen by Saud Abdul Hamid. He's allowing absolutely no room at all for Yahya Al-Ghassani to run into. As soon as Al-Ghassani gets the ball, he's closed down. That's his real threat. If he gets the opportunity of a few metres of space to run at defenders, he can absolutely terrorise them. He hasn't had that chance yet. Galo was looking to play in Vieto, not able to do so. Khalifa Al-Dassari goes back to his goalkeeper. See Nasser Al-Dassari sitting in a back three for Al-Hilal. A little bit of wrestling there by Abdulaziz HILAL. Brings Marega down. Big physical presence, Marega. Good engine on him to get up and down the pitch. Jang. Kanu. Cut out by Ahmed Jalil. Just landed awkwardly, the defender. Vieto's through. No one gambled and made the run alongside him, much to the relief of Shabab Al-Ali. Lovely mazy little run this by Vieto. Great skill, great control. In the end, Abdulaziz HILAL happy to hook it away. Diaz looking reflective there. Sidelines. Must be happy with some of the touches we're seeing from his players. Igalo lays the ball back. Shot from distance by Kanu. Majid Nasser suggesting he didn't get a touch on it, and the officials agree. Wasn't all that far wide. Let's have a look from this angle. He did get a touch on it, it was just fingertips. Wasn't taking any chances. Cribin does well, gets the ball to Kartabia, Cribin again. Once more, you can see how tight the Al Hilal defenders are to him. Cribin really hasn't got a sight of goal as yet. He always seems to be operating with his back to goal. That's not how Shabab Al Ahli want him. Sure, Omar Cribin is absolutely determined to show what he can do to the Al Hilal players and the Al Hilal fans. Having spent so long at the club. Almost 5 seasons there before he moved to the UAE. He's on loan at the moment, actually, from Al Wadda. Kartabia with the flick on. Al-Balahi. Nasser Al-Dasori. Al Hilal, such a decorated side in the AFC Champions League. This is their 17th appearance in this competition. No side has made more appearances than them. Igalo, little flick. Kanu thought about the shot. Ball swept out to the far side by Salim Al-Dasori. He's back on the ball again now and shoots from distance. Wide of the mark. Very much the talismanic player, Salim Al-Dasori. A couple of goals against Flamengo in the Club World Cup. Who can forget his winner against Argentina in Saudi Arabia's first match of the tournament. Kanu. Nasser Al-Dasori. Kanu again. Vieto. Space for Kanu. Exchanges passes with Igalo. Swept out to the far side. Khalifa Al-Dasori. Nasser Al-Dasori goes down. It's a throw-in. Throw goes Al Hilal's way. Marega bursting forward. It's good play by Abdulaziz Haikal. Physically it's little and large there, but Haikal did really well to hold his ground and earn the ball back. Nurulahi. Ahmed Jamil. Nurulahi again. Haikal. Kartabia was in there. Al-Balahi made the important headed effort away. Igalo now The opportunity to run at Mohamed Mazouk. Well done for Shabab Al-Ali there. Their defenders got back very quickly indeed. Abdul Hamid. Salim Al-Dosari exchanges passes with Vieto. Kano. Nasser Al-Dosari. All players for Shabab Al-Ali were behind the ball there. See how far Cribin is back there to snuff out the danger. All hands to the pump defensively. Referee's given a free kick. That challenge from Saud Abdul Hamid. Challenge from behind, penalised. Ganiev. Al-Ghassani. It's not working at the moment, is it, for Shabab Al-Ali? That was an opportunity perhaps for him to run at the defender. Hasn't had too many chances to do that so far. These two sides, incidentally, have met 10 times prior to tonight in the AFC Champions League. Al-Dosari checks back. Of those 10 occasions, Al-Hilal have won 4, Shabab Al-Ali 2, and there have been 4 draws. Can't get a draw tonight, of course. It's a one-off game. We'll go to extra time if we're level at the end of 90 minutes, and then to penalties if needs be. Have to have a winner tonight. Arib Abdullah trying to burst forward. In the end, he's outnumbered. 20-year-old midfielder. He's featured in every league match this season, 9 starts and 8 substitute appearances. Khattabi has done really well there. That's a great tackle on Salim Al-Dosari. Cribin now facing goal for perhaps the first time. And he gets a free kick. Challenged by Mohamed Kanu. Cribin was also remonstrating with Yahya Al-Ghassani while you watch these replays, purely and simply because he couldn't play the ball to Al-Ghassani because Al-Ghassani had got too far forward and had strayed into an offside position. So Cribin in the end did well to retain possession and win the free kick. He's over the ball now, along with Aziz John Ganiev. It's a long way out, this, though. It's going to be an ambitious effort to try and score from this sort of range. Cribin looks as though he fancies it, though. There are 4 players in the Al-Hilal wall. He's going to take this one in the end. Ganiev, oh, just wide. Beautiful strike that. Loads of power, loads of whip. And I can tell you, Abdullah Al-Mayouf in the Al-Hilal goal, he was scrambling across there. He was certainly not convinced it was going wide. Really well struck. Ganiev. Joined Shabab Al-Ali in 2020 from Nassaf, who played on this ground last night and lost to Al-Shabab. Referee's blown his whistle for a foul here. Igalo's down. Let's have a look at what happened. Just caught by Yahya Al-Ghassani, a really clumsy challenge that. Good news is, he's up on his feet. Here's his goal. Just given a little bit too much room. All credit to him, though, for getting away from Mohamed Marzouk in the first place. And a clinical strike with his left foot past Majid Nasser. He's in the mood for it, isn't he? Free kick then, and Vieto will take it. 6 players in the area for Al Hilal, and a further player just on the edge of the 18-yard box. And in the end, Abdulaziz Haikal concedes the corner. Perhaps it needed a call from someone there because there was no one behind him. Ramon Diaz took over in February of last year, so he's been in charge now for 12 months. His second spell with the club. Vieto with the corner. He's John Ganiev heading it back into the danger area there. They just need to get it away, and they do in the end. Through Walid Abbas. Kribin battling away with Saud Abdul Hamid. Long raking ball looking for Vieto. That'll be an Al Hilal throw-in on that far side. Just about 7 minutes of normal time to play then at the end of this first half. Thoroughly engaging first half it's been too, very watchable. Just that goal by Igalo to separate the teams on 17 minutes. Another free kick conceded. This time Nasser Al-Dosori is the man down. Combination of Harib Abdullah and Kartabia. That would have hurt Nasser Al-Dosori. I'm pretty sure it would have hurt Harib Abdullah as well, being head-butted in the chest or the stomach. Look at those Al Hilal fans. They're having a great time. Why wouldn't they? Their side's winning. Vieto not happy. He's going to take the free kick, though, right-footed. A little bit of pushing and shoving on the edge of the 18-yard box. Al-Balahi not happy. Al-Balahi and Walid Abbas being called together by the referee. While you're watching this replay, you can see the argy-bargy there. Majid Nasser, the captain's involved too. And you can see Majid Nasser. He's never backwards in coming forwards. The veteran goalkeeper, never has been, never will be. Vieto with the free kick. And Majid Nasser does well. He's got no options down the pitch, though. He wanted to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't do so. Just about kept in on this near side by Abdulaziz Haikal. Ganiev. Mohamed Marzouk. Mohamed Jamil exchanges passes with Harib Abdullah. a way back into this match for Shabab Al-Ahli. HILAL. Al-Hilal, so experienced at this level. They know how to win matches. Kartabia, though, bursting forward. Rulahi, little flick from him. That should be a corner. Khalifa Al-Dosari was convinced that the last touch was Habib Abdullah. No offside was given there. Kartabia. He tried to do the spectacular. Went for goal. So you could see that Al Mayuf was away from home. Just tried to curl it in. Not quite able to do so. Ambitious. As you can see, just one corner apiece for the two teams thus far. So the winner of tonight's match will join the other three sides that are through already in the quarter-finals. Those matches to be played on the 23rd. The winners of those quarter-final matchups will play a semi-final on the 26th. Waiting in the final, Urawa Red Diamonds of Japan. The final to be played over two legs on the 29th of April and the 6th of May. Free kick to Shabab Al-Ahli. Ahmed Jamil bundled over. Khalifa Al-Dosari not too impressed with that decision. Just under 2 minutes of normal time remaining then. Had a few dead ball situations, have Shabab Al-Ahli. Can they make this one count? The big men are up. Ghaniev got it into the danger area, but to no great effect. And Vieto can break away. Good tackle by Kartabia. Kribin very deep again. Al-Ghassani, chance to run at the defenders again. Sweeps the ball over to the far side. Habib Abdullah. In it comes, and it's a good save in the end. Al-Ghassani with a header at the back post. Great reflexes once more by Abdullah Al Mayuf. Lovely delivery. They were queuing up at the back post. Al-Ghassani's had two opportunities now. Not able to take advantage of either. This match could be oh so different if he'd buried those two opportunities. Plenty of reason to be cheerful from a Shabab Al-Ahli perspective. And the referee straight away shows a yellow card to Saud Abdul Hamid. Good news is that Al-Ghassani is up. Initially he seemed to be poleaxed. So he absolutely clattered there by Abdul Hamid. First yellow card of the evening. Fourth official, Ko Hyung Jin of the Korean Republic, indicates there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes to be played beyond the 45. Al-Ghassani, not a great delivery there. Should just be kept in though. And is by SHABAB Al-Ahli retained possession through this throw-in. There's Al-Ghassani, who's been very much a focal point of this first half. It's a really poor throw on that far side by Ahmed Jamil. Cribbin again, look how deep he is. Kartabia did well to get the ball away. Free kick goes against HILAL. Abdul Hamid just feeling that might have merited a yellow card, I rather fancy. One wasn't forthcoming. And the referee, Mr. Fu Ming, brings proceedings to a close at the end of this first half. Here's that opportunity right at the death. With Yahya Al-Ghassani, his header, well saved by Al-Mayuf. There's the man whose goal separates the two teams. Igalo's strike on 17 minutes is the difference. Clinical finish with his left foot. It really was well struck. But plenty of reasons to be optimistic from a SHABAB Al-Ahli perspective. Yahya Al-Ghassani had that header where he was denied, but also he skied a first-time shot with his right foot over the bar when perhaps he should have done better. So an entertaining first half. Al-Hilal bossing possession, but SHABAB Al-Ahli by no means out of contention. Half-time then, here at the Al Janoub Stadium in Qatar. It's Al-Hilal 1, SHABAB Al-Ahli 0. Welcome back to the Al Janoub Stadium in Qatar. Lovely to see that Omar Kribbin hasn't forgotten where he's had such success and spent such a long time as a player. Best part of 5 seasons at Al Hilal. No sign of any substitutions thus far by either side. All smiles for Yahya Al Ghassani, even though he missed the 2 best chances in that first half for Shabab Al Ahli, the Red Knights. What can the UAE's current top side do in this second half to try and change this match around? Because the defending champions at the moment are in the ascendancy. 1-0 up thanks to the goal by Igalo on 17 minutes, and it's going to be Al Hilal who get us underway in the second half in the all-blue strip, playing from right to left on your screens. Straight away there's an opportunity and it's not taken. Igalo at full stretch, couldn't quite get the important touch. What a start that would have been to the second half. He was harried by Mohamed Marzouk, and in the end Mohamed Marzouk just did enough to put him off. Free kick to Al Hilal. Abdullah Al-Balahi is down. Sorry, Ali Al-Balahi. The yellow card's going to be shown to Kribbin. Well, we saw him all smiles a little earlier. Not smiling quite so much now. Just leading with his arm, in the opinion of the referee, Mr. Fu Ming. Of course, it's virtually impossible to jump with your arms at your sides. So Al-Balahi, lengthy period of treatment here. Let's hope he's going to be okay. Another look at it now from behind. Certainly contact with the arm or the elbow. Kribbin, I think, yeah, making the point that I was making just a short while ago. It's impossible to jump with your arms tight to your body if you won't have any sort of elevation at all. But obviously Mr. Fu Ming, a referee from China, vastly experienced, he felt he saw something untoward there. Marega was about to have a shot and it whipped off his foot. Vieto, and then Abdul Hamid is dispossessed. Tabia ferreting around there, trying to pick up the loose ball, not able to do so. Al Hilal fans wrapped up. It's a chilly evening here, the temperature in the high teens, but the pitch in lovely condition. It was watered again during the interval. Plenty to ponder for Leonardo Jardim, and indeed for Ramon Diaz. Even though his side is leading, they've by no means had it all their own way. Reminder as well that these two sides met in the last edition of this competition, as Al Hilal made their way to the final and won it. They played twice in the group stages. That was well cut out by Walid Abbas. She ended up with honours even in those group stages. Match day 2, Al Hilal won by 2 goals to 0. That's a free kick. Mohamed Marzouk, the guilty party. You can see almost pulling the shirt off the back of Vieto in that last last edition of the tournament. In the final round of group matches, SHABAB Al-Ahli did actually beat Al-Hilal 2-0. But by that stage, SHABAB Al-Ahli couldn't qualify. Al-Hilal only just made it through to the knockout stages. It's going to be a corner. Just needed a call from someone there. Mohamed Jalil could quite easily have left that had there been a call. No call was forthcoming. He came off his back and went behind. So a dangerous situation here then for Al-Hilal to try and take advantage of. Vieto, little scuffed corner and well saved by Majid Nasser. Had to have his wits about him there. Ball came through a forest of players. First real save of note that he's had to make, apart from picking the ball out of the back of the net, of course. Very good stop indeed. Got his hands up quickly, harry the ball away. Al-Ghassani inside to Ganiev. Kartabia, Ganiev again, spreading the play to this near side to Habib Abdullah. Goes down, rather spectacularly, you have to say. And the referee, and indeed the referee's assistant on this near side, not having any of that. Jardim wants VAR consulted. Let's have another look here now. A little bit of a push, wasn't there, but something and nothing, you'd say. Certainly that was the opinion of Khalifa Al-Dosari. And Habib Abdullah getting no change at all. There's that corner. Was very well saved indeed by Majid Nasser. Little flick there it was at the near post. I think it was Mohamed Kanu who got the touch. Very good goalkeeping, good reflexes by Majid Nasser. Kartabia finds himself in space in the middle of the pitch. Spreads the play to Habib Abdullah. It's going to be a corner. Khalifa Al-Dosari conceding it. Al-Hilal fans doing their best to lift their team. SHABAB Al-Ahli fans behind the goal, which the Dubai side are now attacking. They're trying to make as much noise as they can too. Second corner of the evening then for the Red Knights. Sees John Ganiev and Kartabia over the ball. Kartabia with the corner. That'll be another dead ball situation. Gallo back on defensive duty. Ganiev whips it in. Lifted forward, Ganiev again. Kartabia just overcooks it. Too strong a touch and he knows it. But encouraging signs. Jardim indicates on the sidelines. Getting a little bit of interest here. It's nervy times for Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal, the most successful league side in Saudi history. They've won the title 18 times and been runners-up 15 times. They know all about winning. It's wide. Marega. Ambitious. Musa Marega scored one of the two goals that Al-Hilal scored in the final of the AFC Champions League in November of 2021. Just after an hour, that goal. After After a spectacular start, of course, when Nasser Al-Dosari scored from distance after just 16 seconds. Cribben's getting frustrated out there. The free kick going against him for that challenge on Al-Balahi. A little bit of space for Salim Al-Dosari. Saud Abdul Hamid. Kanu. Igalo's back very deep. And again, Igalo. Happy just to knock the ball around at the moment. Al-Hilal. Jang. All the outfield substitutes for Shabab Al-Ahli are out warming up at the moment. I've only named 8 substitutes for this match. 2 of them are goalkeepers. Kano. Abdul Hamid. Jang. Sustained period of keep ball here from Al-Hilal. Just near side, Khalifa Al-Dosari. Looking out Salim Al-Dosari, who cuts in. Vieto. It was a lovely patient build-up. In the end, it didn't bear any fruit. Walid Abbas. Kartabia cuts inside, clever play. Mohamed Jalil swept over to the far side. Abdulaziz Haikal. "24 sides have won Asian club football's biggest prize from 10 different countries, but no side has more titles than Al-Hilal's 4. Next is Puhang Steelers with 3. Spectacular. Harib Abdullah going down, clutching his face. In fact, it's Ahmed Jamil. Ali Al-Balahi, who's been in the thick of things in this second half, making his feelings absolutely crystal clear. That was pretty much a cynical shove there. Quite sure why Ahmed Jamil was holding his face when the shove seemed to be more towards his neck. Free kick comes in from Ganiev. Cribben from distance and off target. Ambitious and apologetic there, Cribben. That's interesting. While you're watching this replay, something's just been thrown from the Shabab Al-Ahli supporters behind Al-Mayof's goal. In fact, the referee now coming down to have a chat with the 4th official. Our 4th official this evening is Ko Hyung Jin. Has indicated something's been thrown. In fact, something else has now been thrown onto the pitch. This isn't what we want to see at all. And again, another water bottle's just been thrown. And the Shabab Al-Ahli players are over there trying to calm their supporters down. Kartabia. Abdulaziz Haikal is there too. You can see Mohamed Marzouk just having a word with Abdullah Al-Mayouf as well, just trying to calm him down. Well, it's been such a watchable game, such an entertaining game, but we really don't need nonsense like that. I'm sure the security forces will be across there in numbers to make sure there's no repeat. You can see as well, Zhang just telling everyone to calm down a little bit. Fair enough too. See the security forces there, making sure that supporters move back to their seats. And on we go. Long clearance from Mohamed Marzouk. Al-Ghassani. This is what he does well. A mazy run, still going. And he wins a corner. That's terrific stuff from him. He's frustrated, he couldn't produce an end product. Was there a hand involved there? That seemed to be what Al-Ghassani was perhaps indicating. It's quite clearly come off the hip of Nasser Al-Dawsari there. That's the danger he can create, though, if he gets the opportunity to run at defenders. It's certainly a sort of situation that SHABAB Al-Ahli will want to replicate as this second half goes on. HILAL does well, turns out of trouble. Khatabia almost inevitably is back there, mopping up as well. HILAL. Al-Ghassani gets a little lucky there. In the end, the ball gets away from him. Vieto thought about the early ball, just checked. Plays it square instead to Nasser Al-Dawsari. Gets it back from Salim Al-Dawsari. Al-Hilal's 4 wins at the AFC's top table. 2 of them came while the competition was still the Asian Club Championship in 1991 and 2000. And 2 successes in the AFC Champions League. 2019 and 2021. Poor ball that by Rulahi. Sort of mixed evening so far, the Iranian international. Stranger to Qatar in the recent past. Marulahi started all 3 matches for his country here in Qatar against England, Wales and the USA in their group matches. Mayouf getting rid of that ball, needed to as well. He was being closed down by Khatabia. Khatabia can't really understand why the flag has gone up there. I have to say I have some sympathy for him. My first impression was that the ball had come off the defender's head. Let's have a look at it here now. He's clearly miles offside, but whose head has that come off? Yes, it's come off the defender's head. That's the point he's making. Al-Ghassani, long sweeping ball to Khatabia, brilliantly controlled on the chest. Chance to run forward. Down he goes under challenge from Nasser Al-Dawsari. once again very much in the thick of things. Khatabia, talismanic player for Shabab Al-Ali. Al-Ghassani, released by Abdul Hamid. Khatabia spreads the play to this near side to Harib Abdullah. Oh dear. Less said about that shot, the better. Almost out for a throw-in, in fact. Rise smile. No smiles there, though. It's coming up to about 20 minutes gone in this second half. And still, Ighalo's goal on 17 minutes separates the two teams. It's been a real arm wrestle between these two big boys. Who is going to come out on top? Sliced clearance by Mayouf. Six sides still in the AFC Champions League. There'll be 5 at the end of tonight's match. Vieto fluffs his shot. Rawa Red Diamonds are waiting in the final for whoever wins through here in the Western region. Alongside Al-Hilal, Al-Shabab, fellow Riyadh side. Still here, along with Al Dahil, Qatari team. Fulad of Iran, who've gone through this evening. And of course, Shabab Al-Ali, and they retain an interest. Harib Abdullah, checked by a couple of defenders. Gets the ball to Khatabia. Aziz John Ghaniev switches the play over to the far side. Haikal. Al-Ghassani trying to fashion a shot, and he gets a free kick. As he was getting ready to pull the trigger, he was challenged unfairly in the opinion of the referee, Mr. Fu. This is a free kick in a really terrific position from a Shabab Al-Ali perspective. Mayouf. There's a lot of work to do to get his wall in the right place. Ighalo not happy with where the ball's been positioned. Khattabi is there, Kribben, and Aziz John Ghaniev also. Player lying at the back of the wall when the wall jumps, just in case the shot is delivered low. So who's going to have this free kick? Doesn't look as though it's going to be Khatabia. Kribben, oh, good save. Oh, what a top stop that was. Al Mayouf at full stretch to his left. A strong left hand pushes it away for a corner. Through a sea of players, well struck by Kribben. And what a spectacular save to keep his side ahead. Great goalkeeping by Al Mayouf. Resultant corner comes in, and it's cleared at the second attempt by Vieto. What a terrific save that was. This angle will show it really well. Look at that, at full stretch. I suppose you could say it was a nice height for the goalkeeper, but he had to make a lot of ground away to his left and make sure his hand was strong enough to push it round the post, which it was. Terrific goalkeeping. And Shabab Al-Ali will, I rather feel a little hard done by thus far. There was those 2 chances for Yahya Al-Ghassani in the first half, which he couldn't put away. And then that one from Kribben, terrific strike from the free kick. They've had the clearer chances, but they haven't been able to put them in the back of the net. Marega. Good run, really good run. Oh, terrific stuff. Igalo just gets the ball tangled under his feet. Oh, this match now being played at breakneck pace, and there's freedom on this near side for Harib Abdullah. Gets into the area, hasn't got any support, tries to get the ball across to Kribin, and the corner's conceded by Nasser Al-Dosari. Oh, it really is open now, this match, swinging from end to end. And the Shabab Al Ahly fans, they sense an opportunity, they really do. Another corner then for the Red Knights on this near side, our commentary position side of this Al Janoub Stadium. Kartabia is poised over the ball. Harib Abdullah has come short. Still no substitutions by either side. Hooked clear by Igalo, back on defensive duty. Ganiev to Kartabia, little through ball for Harib Abdullah. Oh, a lovely ball it was across the face of goal. And Jang with the clearance. Oh, this is another good run from Harib Abdullah, who goes down. Nothing doing as far as the officials are concerned. But they really are knocking on the door here now. Shabab Al Ahly. But at the other end, Salim Al-Dosari finds Vieto, who's deemed to have been fouled by Nurullahi. Let's have a look at that appeal for a penalty, and you can see that was I won't say it was a dive, but it was a spectacular fall, and indeed the initial contact appeared to me to be outside the box as well. But apart from that, had everything going for it. Looks as though the first substitution is being contemplated. Salman Al-Faraj is getting ready to come on for Al-Hilal. Vastly experienced player, steadying hand on the tiller perhaps. This is his 13th AFC Champions League campaign. Vieto then with the free kick. Towards the back post. Oh yes, it's in at the second attempt. It's Jang. After a period of pressure, which they just about coped with, Al-Hilal have gone up the other end and they've doubled their advantage. Jang's first header was brilliantly saved by Majid Nasser, but he was then out of position, the goalkeeper, and Jang had a straightforward opportunity. Let's have another look at it. There was the initial header, pushed onto the crossbar, and Jang was the first to react. 2-0 then. Great save initially from Majid Nasser. He was so unlucky, though, that the ball ricocheted straight to Jang, and he gobbled up the chance. It's his 6th AFC Champions League campaign with 3 different teams, and he wants another opportunity at the top table. Well, Salman Al-Faraj was about to come on, and he was about to come on for Vieto, but that goal seems to have changed the plans down on the Al-Hilal bench, and for the time being at least, Al-Faraj is waiting his opportunity. 2-0 then to Al-Hilal. And Shabab Al Ahly will know that this game is all about fine margins. They were the ones doing the pressing. They were the ones who were knocking on the door, looking the more likely of the two teams to score. Then all of a sudden, Al Hilal, what a clinical side they are. They've gone up the other end and they've scored a second. A word too on the delightful free kick that it was from Vieto. Jardim's face on the bench for Shabab Al-Ali says it all really there, doesn't he? And the change is now happening, and it isn't Vieto who's going to go off. In fact, it's Igalo. Igalo making way then, scorer of the first goal this evening. So a striker making way for a midfield player. And the message seems to be there: what we have, we hold. Salman Al-Faraj, 33 years young. One of 4 players to feature in every AFC Champions League group stage match, with 5 starts and 1 substitute appearance. That was against Sharjah when he came off the bench. Arib Abdullah. Have Shabab Al-Ali got something in the locker? Really good run again. Played inside to Ahmed Jalil. He can't get it into the danger area. Attendance has just been confirmed this evening at shade over 7,000, 7,285. And the fans who've made their way here tonight have made a really great noise. Tremendous atmosphere they've created here in the Al Janoub Stadium. Vieto. And again. Kano. Shot from distance. Majid Nasser didn't glove it cleanly, but did enough. Just under 14 minutes then of normal time remaining. Here's that strike again from Mohamed Kanu. Hit it cleanly enough, but straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Good power though, as you can see. That's what did Majid Nasser in terms of handling cleanly. Kartabia almost inevitably picks up the scraps. Knocked out of play by Salman Al-Faraj. First change being readied down below us on the Shabab Al-Ali bench. Looks like it's Marwan Fawad Hamza who's getting ready to come on. In his second spell at Shabab Al-Ali. Spent last season at the East Coast club Khorfa Khan. This will be his first appearance in the AFC Champions League. Kartabia has run himself into the ground this evening. So full of invention. Arib Abdullah. Walid Abbas trying to thread the ball through, not able to do so. Cribin. A few whistles from the Al Hilal fans, those with short memories anyway, forgetting what a good servant he was for the Al Hilal club. Ahmed Mazouk to the near side. Ahmed Jamil. Kartabia trying to turn away from Al-Balahi. Kanu forward. Marega dispossessed by Aziz John Ganiev. Marega plays on, even though there's an issue with that. Aziz Haikal. It's in the back of the net. It's 3-0. A Third goal for Al Hilal, and all sorts of ructions taking place because Marega played on when Abdulaziz Haikal was indicating that he was injured and needed the match to stop. Marega said, "I played to the whistle." You can see that Abdulaziz Haikal had his arm up. He was indicating he needed the match to stop, but the referee allowed play to continue. Marega got the ball over, and it ended up in the back of the net. Clever little flick. I think the final touch there was from Vieto. The flick was from Salim Al-Dosari. Vieto, I think, will be credited with the goal. He's all smiles. It's 3-0, and surely now that's game over. Meanwhile, Abdulaziz Haikal getting some treatment. Frustration aplenty for the Shabab Al-Ali bench. Majid Nasser not happy with what's happened, having a chat with Marega. Two changes being contemplated. Yusuf Jabir is waiting to come on as well for Shabab Al-Ali. Another look at the incident now. Haikal indicating from a long way out he needed some treatment. There was the flick from Salim Al-Dosari, and then the deflection off Vieto into the back of the net. In fact, 3 changes now being readied. By Shabab Al-Ali. Marwan Fawad Hamza, Yusuf Jabir and Abdullah Al-Nakbi all preparing to come on. There they are. Looks as though the goal's going to count. In fact, 4 changes. Tariq Ahmed, former Al Nassr player, he's down there and stripped off too. You can see 1 change is being contemplated by Al Hilal as well. Harib Abdullah is coming off. So is Mohamed Marzouk. There goes Mohamed Marzouk. Yusuf Jabir has gone on for Mohamed Marzouk. Khattabi is coming off, having run himself into the ground. The Al Hilal fans absolutely ecstatic with that 3rd goal. Delay on the sidelines here. Confirmation that Khattabi is coming off to be replaced by Abdullah Al-Nakbi. And Tariq Ahmed coming on in place of the injured Abdulaziz Haikal. So off we go once more. What a period of play that was. No mercy shown by Al Hilal, who themselves are contemplating a hat-trick of changes now. We did see a few seasons ago that Marcelo Bielsa, who was then coach of Leeds United, got a Fair Play award for allowing his side to score, or the Aston Villa side to score, when Leeds scored a goal while a Villa player was injured. No sign of that from Al Hilal this evening. Marega, who was at the heart of that controversy. And easily gathered by Al-Mayouf. Narulahi. Those three changes then being contemplated by Al Hilal. Abdullah Atoif, number 8. Salih Al-Sheri, number 11. And number 14, Abdullah Al-Hamdan. They're all on the sidelines. At the bottom of your screen there you can see they'll look to come on at the next break in play. Interesting that Kartabia has gone off. Obviously Shabab Al-Ali thinking that at 3-0 down the game's gone. Cribin doesn't think so though. He's still going forward. Gets the shot in and scores! Omar Cribin scores against his old club. 4.5 minutes of normal time remaining. Just the merest hint of a chance for Shabab Al-Ali to get back, perhaps. Got his fingertips to that shot, did Al-Mayouf, but couldn't keep it out. He'll feel perhaps the goalkeeper that he should have done better. But Cribin strikes. His first goal of this campaign. Salim Al-Dosori going off. Nasser Al-Dosori as well. And one more change being readied. So, what an amazing 10 minutes or so we've had. Still there's life in this match with 3.5 minutes of normal time remaining. Shabab Al-Ali can score again now. Really will set up a grandstand finish. Reminder, if we're level at the end of 90 minutes, we have extra time. And then, if we're still level, after 2 periods of 15 minutes, we go to penalties. Got a corner coming up then for Al Hilal. Marega very much at the centre of things in this recent past, having created that third goal for Al Hilal. Scored by Vieto with a little flick. Picked up on this near side by the man now wearing the captain's armband. Salman Al-Faraj. Al-Ghassani trying to flick the ball past Saud Abdul Hamid. Seconds of normal time remaining then. 90 seconds between Al Hilal and a place in the next stage of the competition. 4 times winners. Four times runners-up as well. No side can better their record, and they're looking to add to it this season. Well, the match has had just about everything, hasn't it? And we've got another change coming now, with Hamid Al-Yami coming on, and he's replacing Saud Abdul Hamid, who's put in a good shift at left wing back this evening. Hamid Al-Yami, 23 years of age. Under 19 and under 23 international. Played in the AFC Asian Cup under 23 tournament in Uzbekistan last summer, and was part of the Tokyo Olympics squad. Minimum of 7 minutes to be played then. There have been quite a few stoppages in this second period. Our fourth official, Ko Hyung Jin of the Korean Republic, indicating how many minutes there are still to play. Al Ghassani's down. Seems to be a problem with his right foot or right ankle. Ball played through to him by Yusuf Jabir. Well, on another night, Al Ghassani could have been the hero, as Abdulaziz Al Blouchi gets ready to come on for the last minute or so. The last change for Shabab Al-Ali. He's 20 years of age. This will be his first appearance in the AFC Champions League. He's been part of a very successful youth setup at Shabab Al-Ali. Scored 6 goals for the under-21s this season. It's going to be a free kick right in front of the referee. Here's the last change then, with Al Ghassani making way. It's going to go off on the far side of the pitch, and Al Blouchi coming on in his place. Al Ghassani, well, when his head hits the pillow this evening, he'll be thinking to himself, he had a couple of chances to really change the complexion of this match, and he wasn't able to take them. On such fine margins to big games like this turn. First time at the back post with a right foot, side foot, which he put over the top, and then a header which was well saved by Al Moyouf. Both of those in the first half. If either of those had gone in, well, maybe this match would have turned out completely differently. As it is, Al Hilal just showing their class, showing their experience, showing their big match temperament. It looks as though they're going to get the job done. Chance for Al-Sheri to come forward. Salih Al-Sheri, one of the substitutes. Happy to be patient. Ball played back to Abdullah Toif. Ramon Diaz, even though his side have 1 foot in the next round, still not satisfied on the sidelines, still demanding more from his players. Cribin still there. Oh, he's hit the frame of the goal. And then the follow-up shot from Abdullah Al Nakbi is knocked away. Well, if that one had gone in, it really would have set things up for the last couple of minutes. Cribin. Danger snuffed out in the end. Again, an illustration of those fine margins that this match has well, shown to such a high degree. Another evening could have been oh so different, and that's what Shabab Al-Ahli will be thinking as they head back to Dubai, back to the United Arab Emirates. The last representatives of the UAE in this edition of the competition. Case of what might have been, so near yet so far. That man there now, Leonardo Jardim. It's all about the league campaign. Trying to get Shabab Al-Ahli back to the top table of UAE football. Red Knights have won the UAE Pro League on 7 occasions, most recently in 2015-16. Can they win the title domestically for the first time in 7 years? That'll be the question that they'll have to answer in the next few months. And their interest in this competition appears to be waning. Free kick for Shabab Al-Ahli. This is John Ganiev, goes long. Hooked back into the danger area by Marwan Fawad Hamza. It's going to be a corner. The last 30 seconds then, match in its death throes. It's their time perhaps for a consolation. Ganiev will take the corner. Whipped into the near post, headed away. Good defensive work there by Al-Sheri. And the referee brings a thoroughly entertaining match with just a hint of controversy to its conclusion. Ramon Diaz can celebrate. His side are into the last 8. They're into the quarter-finals. Al-Hilal always in the lead in this match. Igalo got the first, the only goal of the first half. A really predatory strike from the edge of the area for Jardim. It's a case of being unable to turn over his old side. Shabab Al-Ahli in the first half had opportunities through Yahya Al-Ghassani, 2 of them which he wasn't able to take. In the second period then, a sustained period of Shabab Al-Ahli pressure. Al-Hilal went up the other end and scored through a free kick which Jang turned in at the second attempt. Then there was some controversy when Marega played on, despite an injury to Abdulaziz Haikal. He got the crossover, it was flicked on, and Vieto finished it. Shabab Al-Ahli pulled one back through Omar Cribin with 5 minutes of normal time remaining. Cribin then hit the bar, but in the end, it was too little too late for Shabab Al-Ahli. We'll go over and thank their supporters who added to the occasion with some interesting behaviour during that second half. But Al-Hilal, they know what they're doing at this end of the AFC Champions League, and they're into the quarter-finals, where they join Al-Duhail, Al-Shabab, their fellow Saudi Arabian side, and HILAL of Iran. All over then at the Al Janoub Stadium here in Qatar, and it's finished Al-Hilal 3, SHABAB Al-Ahli 1. Thanks so much for being with us. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Good night.